Unemployment is an old man, so that's the whole tricky though.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm with Jerry. That smack while they eat.
Definitely,
Like
definitely psycho.
like it's something that tick like.
So I started like when I was 15. I started hustling, trying to make some money. But I
was
started.
saying that y'all know about these benches, but she didn't say benches.
No, she said it.
What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Apartment 4A. Today, right now, at least, it's just us. Dynamic duo,
Yes, sir. We here.
as Willie Lyra used to say, it's the white gold party.
The white gold party.
The white gold party. We out. We in there. About to do it all, man. How everybody doing? How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing good. I can't complain. We at that hump day, so you know we're gonna get on over the hill.
I feel you, man. I've been working a virtual conference all week. It's been a great conference so far, trauma informed care. So if you have some mental health issues and want to learn a little bit more how to deal with certain traumas, it might be a good spot for some people to kind of look into, man.
That sounds like some good information right there.
Man, it's great. It's great. We might have to pull one of those professionals come by and talk to us about some mental health issues or basically just how to deal with trauma, man. You know.
Oh yeah, it's very
going on, and
it is much needed.
Trying to hopefully help somebody from doing something they're gonna regret. So.
Right. Or just help people to learn how to deal with it. You know, that's one of the hardest things that I've learned, especially with a lot of us, is just knowing how to deal with situations from your past, your prison, or whatever. You know, that's one of the hard things. You know, I know I've experienced in life, is trying to learn how to deal with stuff the proper way. You know, so
I mean, it's true, man. Especially being the African American male, you know, it's a lot that get thrown our way. You know, between trying to provide, trying to be a father, trying to be there, trying not to become the angry black man. You know, you got to do all that you can to stay out those stereotypes, man. I used to post this thing, and I stopped doing it because I felt like, man, you know, maybe it was a little disrespectful, but I used to post around my birthday. I was like, man, it's another day not being a statistic.
Mm-hmm.
The thing was, you know, the statistics on us is always, you got a whole bunch of baby mamas, you done been to jail, you know, child support, whatever. So, you know, I used to list all these statistics and be like, it's another day not being a statistic. So, you know, but I feel like it might have been a little insensitive to some of the people who just going through some stuff. So I stopped posting. But now that I think about it, I'm glad.
I think you should start back posting it, bro.
I might get back on my birthday, post my little post about not being a statistic.
There you go.
Yeah. Trying to be there. What's up, Eric? What's going on, bro? How you been? Oh, we can't hear you. You can't hear you at all.
The tech guy cannot.
Yeah, we can't hear him. Welcome back, Eric. Eric was a little under the weather last week. It's good to have you back. We was talking a little bit about not being a statistic, you know, dealing with trauma, dealing with other issues as African American men. And so I was just talking about how I used to post a little message about not being a statistic around my birthday. So,
yeah, man. Y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, yeah, that Road Connect is screwing me up every time I got a video call, man.
Oh, it's all bad.
Yeah, it be taking over. But yeah, man. I don't know specifically what statistic y'all were talking about, but
you pick one negative statistic about African American. I was
oh yeah, you know, being a baby daddy, being in prison, unemployed, you know.
You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, you know, you ain't got to reach far to.
It ain't hard.
So yeah,
close your eyes and shoot. I promise you will hit a couple.
You ain't got to shoot if we reach out. they go win. Yeah, they always making up something.
you know, so and thinking about stuff people making up stereotypes.
Mhm.
I don't know if y'all saw this study, and I really don't know how true it is or whatever. But this study about black men being father figures or whatnot, or being in each other's lives, and the little study said that, hey, if you really look at it, the black men are actually more involved in their kids' lives than some of the other races. So I was like, well, so
Yeah.
how did this narrative keep getting spun out there that we ain't the one that's there? If the statistics show that, hey, we the one that's really there.
Ain't nobody speaking against it. Ain't no
Right.
counter narrative out there. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, it's kind of that narrative was out there and it's just been marinating. Nobody really,
Right.
because the thing is, men like us who involved in our kids' lives and stuff like that, we not shouting from the rooftops because we busy being in our kids' lives. So only really people that's kind of been hurt by that type of person, they'd allowed us with it. I think that's probably the main issue.
Yeah, and then like what Eric said, I mean, yeah, from that narrative that's out there, that's what people are more comfortable with. And then at the same time, like you got good brothers out here doing what they're supposed to do, but then they gonna spotlight those one or two bad instances on television, radio, or whatever, and it's gonna blow up. It's gonna get the spotlight and be like, well, bam, we back at square one. You feel me? So it's all about that light, that spotlight. They're gonna put it. They're gonna highlight what they want to be seen and heard, but it ain't. That's not the actual factuals.
Yeah.
You don't help. You get so many stories, especially around sports of super athlete. Oh yeah, my mama was my everything, and hardly ever.
Oh yeah.
see
Yeah.
father. And I'm not saying that the father was there or not there, but you rarely ever hear anything about, oh, my father did this. It's always my mama was everything. My mama did this. I'm buying this for my mama. I'm doing this for my mama. I'll be nowhere without my mama. It's like, I mean, I don't know what your daddy did, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. It's I don't know, man. I think that so like historically, even philosophers like Socrates and all of them, they spoke about the importance of having a father figure. Even way back then, like the impact of it. Even back then, like having a father or a man was critical to your survival. It's only more recently that you can kind of have a mother and kids, and they have a fighting chance at surviving the world, probably past 100 years or so. But I think that one of the results of having a father in the home is just stability. Just like that's just normal to you, the home to be a stable place, so you don't really feel like you gotta go out and fight the world on behalf of your daddy. Like most of the time you hear people talking like that, it's like, well, I gotta get my mom out the hood, or I gotta buy my mama a house, I gotta take care of my mama. Everybody trying to take care of daddy because daddy probably was taking care of the house and at a minimum himself. So I think that's probably why you don't hear a lot of those, even if there are like single dads out there.
I think it kind of goes back to the relationships between sons and fathers and daughters and moms, and vice versa. Because a lot of men growing up, you kind of cling to your mom. You got a lot of you just kind of cling more to your mom. Like in my case, I cling more to my mom. My dad was there. I talked to my dad, but I talked a lot more to my mom. It was just a different dynamic, that we had. And then on the vice versa side, like my wife and her dad, they have a great bond relationship. So if you ask us, those same questions, I might say, yeah, I want to do this for my mom, this and that. Not out of disrespect or nothing for my dad, but that's just the bond that we had. And vice versa, you may ask my wife, and she might, well, my dad, I want to do this for my dad, this and that, because just on the bond and the type of relationship that they had growing up, So I kind of think that plays a part into it as well too, how people, respond to those questions.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things we have to deal with, man. You're right. You don't understand what the next person relationship is. But to get out of those stereotypes, we got to get people, respecting both sides. Not just mom,
Mhm.
especially for those who are trying to do the right thing, whether they with the other one or not. You trying to do the right thing by that child. Sometimes we get that misconception of whoever got the baby, that's the one doing the right stuff. Whoever got the child, the
Yeah.
other one doing that. Just
Mhm.
baby full time over there. It's like that may not necessarily be the case. It just may be the situation right now.
Right.
I
Right.
mean, you watch those. What's that? Attorney Court or whatnot. I mean, they come in bashing a lot of times, but sometimes it is a female. But they always bash, one or the other. It's like, man, that child might grow up and see this, or may just change. Like, man, I don't want to deal with neither one of y'all. 'Cause
Right.
y'all
Oh yeah. Especially they go on TV with it. That kid getting bullied as soon as they get to school. We seen your mom and daddy on TV. Ooh.
Say, come on, mama been with the neighborhood. I'm had to go ask my dad.
I'm telling you.
Terrible.
But yeah, man.
So speaking about stuff like that, we talked about a little bit when we was chatting. I saw an article about the nursing home, and so this nursing home, there was a festival that was supposed to happen at this nursing home in Taiwan, and the festival has been canceled for like 2 or 3 years in a row because of COVID. And so the people in the nursing home decided to do was, hey man, these men need some excitement, so they hired strippers. To come in, give all the men lap dance and whatnot. They was doing videos and taking pictures and post them or whatnot. And got upset. They were like, "Who hires strippers to come into a nursing home to entertain the people in the nursing home?" But the people there, they were like, they needed a pick me up. They were trying to do something for me. My question is, fair or foul? Was it fair or foul to hire strippers to come in the nursing home?
Hey, look, I gotta be honest with you, man.
I'm gonna let Eric go.
Yeah, hey, they like it. I love it, man. I ain't got no complaint with it. I'm sure. Was this nursing home full of men? Or like, what was the deal?
Well, I don't know if it was full of men. And for everybody that's watching, please put in your comments. I don't know if it was full of men, but I know there was about 9 or 10 men that they brought out. So I guess these men were at least able to walk and do for themselves. And so there was like 2 getting a dance, and the rest of them kind of cheering on or whatnot. But they were in wheelchairs. But people, they were. Go ahead.
This story is getting boring.
Hey,
I just want to be in the number. If I was at the nursing home, just had me in the number. I roll myself up front.
No.
Just to see what's going on. See what Judah got in the back. And, take me on up there.
I wonder did you have to pay in the strippers? I mean, I know they paid the strippers, but I mean they wouldn't get no tips. You at the nursing home.
I think that's understood.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. So I feel like this is like a victimless. It ain't even a crime, but just like who complaining outside of people that wouldn't.
I know. I would have took my teeth out.
Take your teeth out. Oh Lordy, they're gonna
already, man. But yeah, I don't.
Take you back to the room.
I think it's fair, man. I think it's innovative, especially in the time of COVID. You need to shake things up. Got to go to the extreme to counteract the extreme isolation. You got to go extreme entertainment.
The stripping industry been down a little bit, and so
community service. And I tell her how many little girls they helped pay their tuition.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
That always the story.
All I got to say about it is did they do like some inspection? Did they verify that these gentlemen in the nursing home could handle this type of excitement? Because that could be liability. Like what is
did they give a full physical before they
like what if they get too excited? And it's the last dance ever.
So
people come in like people come in and say, "Oh, we didn't sign off on this. Y'all didn't tell us about this. Now I got to sue the nursing home."
Yeah, maybe they screaming or something.
I mean, maybe they shouldn't call them strippers. Maybe they could have just called them, you know,
Entertainers.
Entertainers.
Yeah, you know, dancers. You know, it's some.
From what I understand, it wasn't like they were completely nude, not even topless. They were just like in bikinis.
So there was. I mean, you turn on TV at 8:00 and see a commercial with somebody in their bikini. that ain't even extreme no more. But you know.
I mean,
That's
but they were
that's on-
lap
That's on the TV though.
Yeah.
like in the lab.
They had the 3D version.
Yeah, they had that real life. You know.
So,
They was in the laps on the wheelchairs.
Shoot, on the ceiling fans, the wheelchair.
it was-
It was Magic City in that thing.
So they swinging from the chandelier. Huh?
Hey, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
We all,
I guess we got.
you know, Rod a little closer to the age than a lot of us, so we all headed in that direction, you know. So
Jay Keith found out he got a camera on his laptop. You go, wow.
hey, Eric, you ain't got to tell it to the world. We talk about that.
Hey, we happy, man. Better late than never, man.
I'm the old guy, but he the one don't even know. I got a camera on this computer.
They had it for years. Oh, I got a camera on my computer.
Would you look at that?
Old phone for
We
15
had to
years.
bring it up over the airwaves.
He said, I knew that dot was on there for something.
Uh-huh.
We had to bring it up over the airwaves. Keep on going. Let's get on back in conversation.
Well, how about that?
We were talking about
Would you look at that? Hey, you know, it's all right, Jay Keith. Practice make perfect, man. Can't just jump into that old life. You got to practice.
we'll send some strippers to your
When I was in band, they didn't say practice make perfect. They said practice make permanent.
permanent.
Touche.
I did say that, huh?
Hey,
Yeah.
if you practicing being old, then you know.
He sure did say that, huh? Practice.
And you got out the bed as soon as you graduated. So I guess you didn't pray.
Amen. Amen.
I guess it wasn't too permanent.
I tried to get him down there Southern. He want to try out.
I ain't gonna try
Could've
out.
been in there, man.
He
I
had
ain't good at try out.
Yeah, you had to try out
Oh,
to
yeah.
to play in the band to try out to see if you're gonna get some money. You ain't got no money. You
I
been in
wasn't
that
good at
field.
try out. They wasn't gonna put me in there.
Oh, they would put you in there. Might not get you no money, but they would put you in
Yeah,
there.
you wouldn't got no money.
You might have got a little bit.
Hey, cause you could have threw a little flag around or something. You could have got up there in the field. Though.
You wasn't bad. You had a good sound.
Sure, you could have been a drum major. We needed someone else.
Oh, look, bro.
Yeah, let's move on with the conversation.
You know, today's episode we're gonna talk about Jonathan. We just decided
Nice segue.
talk about Jonathan, man. You know,
How about John?
see how we get there. Jonathan, how you been, man? We ain't got a chance to get yourself off the chest. How you
Hey,
been?
I'm good. I'm good. You know,
So
I'm
you got
trying
the
to,
new.
I'm trying to dread my hair. That's why it's looking like it is.
That's
Okay.
Oh,
is that gray or is that a ball spot?
Reclaim my youth.
you gonna dread it up, man?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
man. Okay.
That's why it look like I'm on the color purple. But
Trying to get a little hang time. Huh?
Yeah, you
Yeah, you should let that silly do.
you got that little ceiling going.
Yeah, that silly do.
Got that bass
Strong.
Mister.
Will you do right by me?
Two of a
right braided his hair right before he retired. He got that bass.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know we got to talk about Brett Favre too, man.
Hold up now. Just don't throw Brett out there too early now.
Hey, I'm just saying before we get too sidetracked.
That's the Wrangler man. Now.
He gonna need all the wranglers he get. He keep on.
I'm telling you, man.
Speaking of Brett Favre, I've been seeing on Facebook a lot, but he been talking about Mike Vick was on ESPN every day and night.
He
And
was.
I ain't saying that about
Yeah,
Brett
yeah.
Favre.
Oh, bro.
Hey, bro, when that stuff went down with Mike Vick, it was so crazy. Like they had the timeline. They followed him from initial them people fighting them dogs all the way to the court, all the way till he went to the pink. They had footage on him every day.
Oh yeah, man.
That was the time stuff.
Yeah, some people made their careers off of that story, man.
Yeah.
Y'all know,
Covering that stuff.
y'all know the deal.
I know.
What's more important, the dog or people?
The dogs.
Yeah, exactly. The dogs, man. I remember when that happened too, because that was in whatever state their house was in.
Virginia, wasn't it?
Virginia, yeah.
It just so happened to be the state with the harshest dog fighting laws in the country.
Bro, crazy.
At the time, look, this is how crazy it is. At the time, in Georgia, you could kill somebody dead, and your minimum required sentence was less than the minimum required for dog fighting in Virginia. Like it was like 7 years. Like you kill somebody in Georgia and possibly get out to 7 years. And like for dog fighting, it was like, nah, like you going to jail, you going away for dog fighting.
It's crazy, man. And really, Michael Vick basically got in trouble because he owned the property.
Yeah, because he wasn't there. He wasn't even there.
Technicality, like he wasn't even actively doing it. And they started throwing them numbers out to the people that was doing it. They're like, oh no, that was all Mike, baby.
Yep.
I'm like,
right now in Mississippi that is fighting because child abuse carries less weight than animal abuse.
Well,
crazy.
I believe it.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Hey man, you gotta save them animals.
I'm telling you, man. They helpless, right? The kids can help themselves.
Dog can't do it.
I feed, you feed the dog once, maybe twice a day. You gotta feed the kid all day. You know what to do.
And see, people ask me why I don't want no pets. It's a liability.
Hey, there you go.
I don't need that responsibility.
So
you want me to get something that could give me time in the penitentiary? No, I'm all right.
You got jail time just walking around your house.
Yeah, walking just
potential jail time.
I got to treat this dog like the king he is.
I'm telling you, your son out the way, move back. Did you eat, dog? How you feeling? How you mental?
All right, you okay? Okay.
You ain't gonna report me, are you?
Right.
That's the thing, and you see, Brett Favre not caught up in this thing, and he's not really getting in the pub about it like Michael Vick did. Nobody's talking about that. The biggest thing is now, is he actually gonna get some jail time? I personally don't think he is.
Nah.
So just for my clarity, I'm a little bit more remote to that situation. My understanding is Brett went to some people and was like, hey, my daughter gonna be playing at Southern Miss. The facilities ain't up to the Favre standard, so y'all need to get some money or give me some money or whatever to upgrade these facilities. Now, as far as the source of the money, he ain't really got nothing to do with that, right? Or are they saying that he was involved or influenced?
It was more so that he knew where it was coming from. He didn't necessarily get involved as far as doing anything or ask, because he asked somebody else. And like he asked Phil Bryan, and Phil Bryan was like, well, let me get you in contact with this person that's going to make your proposal look right so you can get the money that you need.
So is this separate from the speeches thing? I thought he was taking the money
from
that area for him to do speeches, but he wasn't doing the speeches, so really going to...
Speeches was part of it. And so part of the deal of him getting that money was he also was going to make so many appearances.
Right.
And so he only missed one appearance that he was supposed to make. And then the other appearance he went to, and then the other two was never scheduled.
Yeah, I heard he returned money, but they want the interest on it. So
yeah, they want the interest. He hadn't paid the interest on it. He just paid the.
So at this point, is there any money that hadn't been reclaimed outside of the interest?
From Brett Favre, no, but it's coming out more that I guess he got more money involved directly from them than just his speaking engagement.
That's kind of where it's going out with it.
Yeah, Shad White gonna get all whatever he can.
No, but see, that's the thing about it. Shad and them ain't over it no more. They turned it over to the Feds. So the Feds now they working with them.
Yeah.
Yes. Now see, when they turned it over, that's why he ain't gonna get no time. He ain't gonna get nothing.
Yeah, it's because it's federal money. It is.
Yeah.
And in order for Brett Favre to get time, I'm not saying that he innocent, but if he get time, governors, lieutenant, all of them gonna get time.
But you gotta think, it's so many people. You got Brett Favre, like say Phil Bryan. You got
they even say
whatever that lady name.
You got Tate Reed. Shoot, they can even throw.
They're not gonna get time. But the
they
thing
throw
is,
the ex-president, USM, Dr. Bennett. They can throw him in.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
but see, the thing is, he did the
there.
same. He did the same thing at Oak Grove High School, and he left Oak Grove High School in a bind because he didn't pay for that whole building to get done. And a few years ago, that contractor had to take Oak Grove to court to get that money to get finished with that, getting paid for that building. Then he came to USM and did built the same thing.
Brett Favre, he a living file.
Got him the money.
Yeah. Hey, you should have called Dion. Dion got him that money, man.
No,
Fair and square, baby.
Fair and square. But that whole situation so messed up because that had been anybody taking $1 million from a Medicaid program.
Oh yeah.
And now it's like, yeah, now everybody's just going around in a circle with the
just call it like it is. Just call it like it is, Charlie Brown. If they had been somebody black, they would have been in jail trying to scam the system.
Oh, it's true. Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Wouldn't have been nothing to figure out.
It would have been a building built. After he got $10,000, he was going to jail.
10,000.
No, my bad, Eric. 500.
No, I was just saying 10,000 ain't nothing compared to the money they was throwing around. But
I'm just saying we wouldn't have got that far.
Oh yeah,
no.
Wouldn't have got that far. Would have had a lot more coverage.
Shoot,
It's just one of those, and you can see that depending on how much money it is and the people you know. I mean, you can get almost anything. I hate to put it like that, but it's just true. It's all about
Yeah, it's all about just like people was talking about, even with the Brett Favre case, and then with the student loans with the 10,000 they give back people student loan, and people started talking about, well, I pay my taxes, I want my tax money going to this and that, or blah blah blah. But then you got like folks they put like celebrities with those PPP loans they got for giving like millions and millions of dollars. But who they are, they ain't finna go to jail. Mm-hmm. They might pay back some of that money. We'll never know. Yeah. But it's like,
even with that, because people been around for a long time, wasn't no problem until too many people got into it. And I was like, oh no, it's a big issue. Yeah. I'm not saying that it's right, but it's all of a sudden an issue because some other folks started doing it.
Yeah. Once they put the PPP stuff on TikTok, it was a wrap. Everybody once they got on there, it was over.
So the real thing is the way the system is set up. It's set up for the rich to get richer.
Yeah,
but
that's
always
been the MO.
Mm-hmm. The crazy thing is the consumers. We're the consumers. We, especially African American, we're the largest consumers in America. Mm-hmm. We buy, we trend everything.
Yeah.
And so we really have the power to change anything we want. The issue is we gotta do it together.
Well, so I
came in and said, wait, we ain't buying no Nikes until something change. I bet you Nike put up some money to get something changed.
Oh yeah, you already seen Nike. Anytime something black happen, they all over it.
Yeah,
like we
Walmart the same
Black
way.
Lives Matter. They understand, especially with with the internet and just leveraging that. Not saying that they care about black people at all, but they basically see it's not cool to be racist no more. It's not cool to be silent. Like if something happens, you gotta put something out, even if you don't make no money off of it. But just not
Nike know it's us that paying $200 for them Jordans.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, just think if the new J's came out and all the black people say we ain't buying. Shoot.
Well, so I'll say this though. Well, I guess it's not Nike doing it. It's more like Foot Locker. But basically, any new J's that come out, they get snatched up by bots, and you end up having to buy them off of resale sites anyway. They ain't really, our demographic don't really matter as far as Nike concerned. They gonna get the money whether we buy them or not. Somebody's gonna buy them.
but something will change if we stop buying them. Because you'd be surprised how many of us are even doing that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know somebody with bots right now.
Yeah.
That's why half y'all couldn't get no PS5.
See what I'm saying?
Good. The bots.
Bro.
The bots was
Yeah.
everywhere.
But I did hear a new kind of a different spin on that though. I think that's kind of getting phased out. Have you heard I guess the theory that we're no longer considered consumers, we're considered the product? Just because now data is so important and companies spend so much money on data that basically gathering data off of us, like we're the products, like we're being sold to companies because companies have so much information on what we want, when we want it, how we want it, is that information in our basically like our buying habits is what's bought and sold now, regardless of what we buy.
I believe it's true. What's good, Uncle? See my Uncle Cam. Appreciate you for joining us. I believe that's completely true, man. If you think about it, with the cell phones and your smart watches and everything, all your smart speakers, I mean, it's listening to you 24/7. And, you can almost think about a new car, and the next thing you know, you getting pictures of BMWs and ads of Chevy and whatnot. And so somebody is selling that data, somebody's moving that data. And I saw another thing too, Eric, that said if you think you're getting something free, you're not because you're the product.
Yeah, so you remember, so like with Linux, they say Linux is free, but not. What was the saying? It was like Linux don't cost money, but it's not free or something like that. Basically, something that's free, you paying something for it, ain't money, but you exchanging something for it. And I think that's along the same lines, like just like with Google, all the stuff Google give out, all the stuff they make available. It just so happens that they really good at the stuff they make that gathers your data. They exchange a service that is really good, but they scour your data every which way. Like Gmail is one of the biggest ones. Gmail is free, but it's literally like the foundational email product for everybody. Everybody uses Gmail. They only call it email no more. It's Gmail. It's free, but the amount of data they're gathering from all your buying habits out of Gmail is ridiculous.
It's crazy, man. I don't know what we can do, especially not at this point. What can you do to kind of make that change? Like, if, well, one, how can you convince a group of people to do it, together? Because, one or two people not going to be enough. It's going to take a whole group of people to say, okay, we're tired of this.
Well, I think the main thing is you got to have a clear goal. Like what are we trying to accomplish? Like what's the goal? Because if everybody don't want the same thing, it's hard to keep everybody unified on, on that process. So, like right now, I don't even know. Like even with me working, I work in cybersecurity, and a lot of this stuff is just kind of like your information is out there. So at this point, it almost don't even. You almost got to be smart about what service you use and making sure that, this service is going to get my data. They're going to get my information. That's fine, but the service needs to be worth that exchange in some way, shape, or fashion. Like, so, everything you do, everybody wants you to fill out surveys and rate their products and all that stuff. I don't do that for free at this point. I'll do it, but unless you offering me some sort of like gift card or some points or something, I'm not giving you that information for free so you can help make your product better and resell it to somebody else. Like if your service sucked, like if Gmail wasn't great, I wouldn't use it. Like I've tried other email clients, but it's just the convenience of it is just too high. And at this point, pretty much everybody, they have a profile on you. They know that you're, and the thing is, they don't care about you specifically. All they care about is you're a black male living in Mississippi or Alabama. You're between the ages of 24 and 40, and you like to buy this type of food on these days. This is what you buy from Amazon. They don't even care about you personally. They just want to know, how can we market? If I want to sell something to a black man in Mississippi who is under 40, what am I going to sell him? And Google can give them that data like, hey, this is like across the millions of users that fit into their profile, I give you like a 90%, sell through rate on this particular product. They probably gonna want to buy some brisket if it's around the holidays, over the summer or something like that. They probably gonna be grilling.
Yeah.
So push them ads for grills or something, ribs, whatever.
So-
That's what it is.
JP was good, man. When you chance to say hello, man. I don't know if you cracked over a cold one. No, like apple juice or something.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
Nah, it's body armor. I tell you what, this some good Mississippi weather. September. Today we had 98 degrees
Bruh.
during practice, and then we had 103-degree index. So
Oh yeah. Hey, it was super
gotta
hot. So I know it was scorching down there, man.
So JP, I'm gonna ask you a question, man. We're talking about a little bit about consumers and data and the things that we did. We're talking about Brett Favre too and how he gonna get away with all this money. But I wanted to ask you a question because I think you're the only person that don't have one. If you want to share, and it might be a personal reason, you might not want to share, but you don't have a Facebook account, and so
correct.
why not?
Well, to be honest with you,
You fans.
I am. I'm 12. I'm undercover 12. No, but I mean, people use Facebook for the wrong reasons. You remember when we was in school, Facebook kind of took off. I remember the two people that made me get on Facebook were Willie and my first cousin Kiana. And I got on it, enjoyed it for a little bit. But like now, like today we had an incident in school where it was a rumor, but the rumor made it law because it was on Facebook. And it just, man, stuff like that, it just, you got to have a real strong spirit, especially for what I do and in my line of work, and just, you got to have a real strong spirit to ignore the foolishness that come off of Facebook, because everybody don't use it for the same intent purpose. And I ain't gonna lie, I feel so much better without having it. Feel so much better without, because I just feel better because I don't have to worry about reading this. You know what I mean? And when I do get on my phone and try to look for news or whatever, or just check up on my family or whatever, it's making me reach out and call them, text them, or stuff of that nature. So I don't know, but I've been happy not being on Facebook. And I've probably been on Facebook now probably about at least 7 years.
It's been a while.
Yeah, Facebook totally different now, brother.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what
You get on Facebook now, you probably see your daughters. You be mad.
so it's totally different now, man.
Well, my daughters have social media accounts. They do. One of them have TikTok, one of them have Instagram, and I might be wrong, but one of them may or may not have Snapchat. I might be wrong, but but they do have social media accounts, and they do stay active on social media, and my wife do a great job of monitoring what they do on social media. But all in all, they keep me in the loop of what everything is going on. But the extra stuff, man, I see a lot of people. I know a lot of people now been tagging and attacking people. It just so much extra stuff, man. I just thank God I'm not a part of it, because
That TikTok, man, it's wild. I don't do a lot of posting on TikTok. I know it sounds like, man, y'all just getting older and older. But if you think, man, you get on TikTok, you be like, I'm gonna watch 1 or 2 videos on TikTok. It's 2 hours later, you still out. What happened?
Nah, TikTok, they I don't know what type of research they did when they formed TikTok, but it hits on every single attention grabbing aspect. Like, you think about any other platform, no other platform works like TikTok. Right. So you think about the fact that it's like the short videos. So people making the videos have to grab your attention in like 15 to 30 seconds. So they're making videos that are designed to give you like a quick hit off the bat. And then the app itself is designed to where it takes minimum effort to scroll for hours. You just flick up and the next video automatically auto adjusts on the screen. You can't even do that on Instagram. You scroll, you flick too hard on Instagram. If 5 videos pass by, that's annoying. I get off of it. As soon as they happen, I'm like, oh, I ain't doing this. And I leave. But on TikTok, it's just like you just flick up, next video, flick, next video, flick, next video. And then their algorithm is so organic, the way that, they feed you stuff. If you stay on a video for too long, you like it and share it, the next video you see is going to be in that same pocket. And you can go down a rabbit hole real quick. Everybody else trying to do all this extra stuff. Instagram, they algorithm all the way left.
I mean, and, Instagram, and even Facebook, and YouTube, they all basically feeding TikTok videos in. When you look at it, you look at Instagram, it's a TikTok video that you're watching. Facebook, YouTube the same way.
Yeah, YouTube.
Watching a video on YouTube, next thing you know, you look at TikTok stuff. Like, how did I even get here?
Yeah. So the reason for that is TikTok is like the only place that has like a more natural algorithm right now, to where basically like if you make something on TikTok and somebody interested in that content likes it, then every time you make that video on TikTok or make content, then they'll see it. Everybody else got all this little weird stuff they do, like Instagram, for instance. If you got 1,000 followers on Instagram, whenever you post on Instagram, if it ain't a reel, it ain't going nowhere. It's dead out the gate. So now you have to make a reel.
That's what I heard.
Even when you make a reel, if you got 1,000 followers, they might only show it to 1 or 200 of them, and based on how that 1 or 200 respond, they determine whether or not they're gonna show it to more people. So if the 1 or 200 don't give it no play, then it's just gonna die and it ain't gonna get no action. Whereas on TikTok, it's like whoever want to see it, they gonna see it. So most people make it on TikTok and then just share it to Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. So,
and see, it's like you said with TikTok. See, like my kids, they know what I like. They kind of know, what made me laugh and what doesn't. Like this last one, talking about Darnell, this you. And they like, well, look, Daddy, this you, this how you be when you be being your friends you ain't seen in a long time. And like you said, it's funny because it gives me something to relate to and laugh to. But then you seeing all the other people do it, and like you said, TikTok does a great job of catching your attention.
Yeah.
Wow. Instagram and Facebook is more or less drama based and more personal revelations.
So, and for everybody's own, we're talking just about how some things happening in the world, and we kind of made our way around to TikTok and Instagram. So, feel free to put in the comments how you feel about social media and your data being out there. But we talk about all the time trying to make a little money. How can we get something? What we need to make to make some money? I ain't saying we got to do something with algorithm in it, but we need to.
Hey, we gotta do something. They've been talking about the little dude on Instagram, TikTok. One of them, I think, from Africa or something. He made them little videos just pointing at stuff.
Yeah,
so he's making $750K per video.
Yeah.
He the highest paid social media.
Like that's ridiculous.
I got an idea.
So
save that for the after show.
I got an idea.
How long we got to screen your idea?
Let's hear.
It's something we've already talked about. We just didn't put into it.
Hold on. Put it in the private chat. Let us screen.
No, I'm gonna say it.
You finna give.
No. Hey, so let me tell you about my day that happened today.
We talked about this. The strippers at the nursing home.
I knew it.
I
knew it.
So I say,
boy, went all the
we
way
need
back.
to get into that business go on over there and see Granny and them.
I thought
you
you
know.
were going to talk about something we done talked about in the past.
You know good and well, Jonathan was not going to talk about nothing positive.
I knew exactly.
You know he wasn't going to talk about nothing positive.
All right.
Are you willing to be one of the strippers?
I am willing to manage the strippers. My body is shot.
I'm telling you.
There's a home make on Ken.
My body is shot behind the stripper.
Everybody got a type, somebody might be somebody your size.
And when they want the big man, I go out there, I go out there.
They might see you at the door, like,
I'll be out there.
That's the message.
That remind me of my third husband. Come on over here, take some.
Man, they gonna file Jonathan on Medicaid.
Baby,
that's how he get.
I'm just trying to help us.
I give you all my.
Nah,
we appreciate that. We're gonna put that on the list.
Hey, but though, in all honesty, all these apps really is where the money is. Like these people doing these, like, what's it called when they bring your food to you? Whatever those people.
DoorDash, Uber Eats.
DoorDash, Uber, and all that stuff. That's really where the money. Now I would be scared to do Uber.
It's some money.
Just letting people in your house, your car and stuff like that. But if we do something, if you carry something that people need, and they don't have to get out and do it, that's
trying to
where the money
make stuff.
Because our society become a lazy society. If we can get it at the house and we ain't got to go nowhere, and we have a mobile barber that'll come to your house and cut your hair, you ain't got to go and sit in no shop.
Yeah,
man.
Charge you $50 for a cut.
But they already charging $50. They went up to $45.
Where?
They've gotten high.
I've seen barbers in Tupelo, Starville, Hattiesburg. They going up to $45 now.
Look, ain't no haircut in the state of Mississippi worth no $45 because y'all need to protest.
I'm telling you.
Ain't no haircut, period.
Y'all need to do no cut October. Start that up.
I teach myself
back on track. I got a pair of walls.
Shave it all out,
man.
I'm not saying that the haircut itself is $50, but I've been to a barber shop and I didn't know. I never been to a barber shop before. I walked in, and I will say it was the best cut I ever had in my life. And it was not just the haircut, because it was you got the haircut, you got the shave, you got the massage. Like it was a whole package deal.
So that's not, in my eyes, that's not just a haircut.
Yeah, okay, I'll show you just a haircut. I went to my barber the other week, and if you go over after his appointment time, it is $40.
Oh, that's different.
I have a cousin that's cutting hair in Tupelo, who prices are $45 for an appointment for a haircut.
So does he normally do just appointments, or is he walk in normally in appointments?
No, he's appointment only.
So everybody pay $45.
Everybody $45.
That's the
how
base.
is he eating ramen noodles, or like do you got how's clientele doing?
He's real popular on Instagram. Well, Josh ain't on Instagram. I'm finna ask him. You've seen some of his videos.
How much a haircut is?
Who cutting hair?
Spanker son.
Who? Okay. I got you.
Go holler
I got you.
How much your haircut in?
In Huntsville, my barber is appointment only. In Huntsville, my barber is appointment only, $30.
$30, okay.
He just went up to $30.
Yeah. Mine
just went up 35 appointment only.
And that's literally like my appointment at 11. I walk in at 11, sit in the seat. He cut me 11:30. I'm out.
Yeah, it's same way.
Ain't no waiting around all day no more. I'm fine with that.
But just think about how much we paid.
You want a bump? Nah, I'm gonna wait.
So ain't no option for a lot of these guys, man. I book on the app. So for me, the convenience of knowing when I get in there, I ain't gotta wait. I'm gonna be in and out. Also, I can pay with a card. I can pay through the app. Like he's fully set up on this app called Booksy. I go in there, I book my time, my card info is in there. I go sit down, get my cut. When I get done, he just charge my card on the app. I ain't got to worry about cash. So it's a lot of convenience that just gives me back my time to where is $30 is a no brainer. Like,
Will, how much is that? You go to the barber and minus the kids because kids make the cut go up. How much your cut? Just you?
Just me? Well, I pay 25.
Okay.
But I tip because I know the barber.
Yeah.
He cool with me because he really cut me a deal when because it's me and my two boys. So I really, for all three of us, I give him 60 plus tip. So, but I think his average cut price is 30 or 35. But then kind of like what Jonathan was saying, he's got the after hours. If you need extra, or if you just get the cut, you get the trim, you get the fade. He do all that stuff. He do everything. So it just depends on what all you get. But a base cut, I think it's like $35.
Okay. John, you said yours was 35?
35.
JP, how much yours you cut your own hair?
Shoot, them kids cut JP.
Just hand one on the razor.
But every other month.
He go down there to the barber college and wait for him. Get that free cut.
No, I don't. Actually,
he just tell his kid put a number one on there all the way around because
bowl it out.
With that one.
Actually, I go back to Oklahoma to get a haircut because they give me a time to get away from everybody.
I got you.
Yeah. So look, Willie. So Willie, look, at one point he would charge you 15. And so I give him a tip for like 20 or 25.
Yeah.
And during that period of time, it was like whenever I call him, hey, come on, get your haircut. I take care of it. Well, probably for the last 6 or 7 months, I give him 25. They're like, well, you got to wait in line. I'm like, why? He said, the price went up. I said, you ain't telling nobody the price went up. Yeah, so now I'm paying 25 and that's regular price. So I don't get the special privileges like I used to.
You kept tipping. He thought you were like, man, keep tipping me. Let me go make this my regular.
Hey, we're talking about haircuts right now, man. How much haircut in Hattiesburg? What do you pay for a haircut?
Right now, with the cut and the beard, it's 30.
Okay.
So
now, as of October the 1st, it's 35.
Okay.
It'll be 40 by the end of the year.
They got that new price board going up.
They
already got it.
Is it a new price board, or did somebody take some tape and put it over the price right here?
It's not a new price board, it's a sheet. Will increase by $5 come October 1st. Please be prepared.
Please be prepared.
They took that paper out that protector. Let me take this out, put this in there.
Just spit it out. They gonna do some whiteout next time. $7.
Oh yeah.
$10.
Yeah, you know it's coming, man.
It is. It's rough out here, I guess.
Man, I'm telling you, that $50 haircut I had that one time, it caught me off guard.
I bet it did.
I went in. I didn't. It's my first time ever going to that barbershop. I was like, man, I'm just coming for the cut. Guy gave me the cut, laid me down, shaved, the towel,
massage his shoulders.
Stop him. Like,
that's a full experience, man.
It was.
It's a full experience.
Because I was a new customer. I ain't seen no prices or nothing. He was like, yeah, I really think it was like 55. I was like, what?
So you had to go up a couple octaves, huh? What?
I be like, they just give me one. They give me one cut, or like,
can you undo the massage?
Do I get a credit for another?
What can I return?
What can I get back, brother?
Hey man, that towel wasn't that hot, brother.
Just think about it, y'all.
Y'all get sweep some of this hair.
Y'all getting full haircut. I'm not getting full haircut.
You getting a ladder. You getting a ladder.
I'm paying $35, $40.
Hey, you need to boycott. Hey, you need to boycott, JK.
You can do that.
Don't hit boycott.
Nah, he good at what he do. I don't complain.
Hey, I don't care how good he cutting them sides.
Hey man,
$45.
Hey man, all I for for a black man in society, a haircut is very pivotal to our existence.
Oh, it's
you will
life-changing.
pay. You will pay.
Yeah,
that
you gotta pay
much.
somebody.
You gonna pay it. For
I
real.
mean, you know the day's coming. Haircut's gonna be $50. You know it's coming.
Oh,
And
yeah,
we gonna
come
pay it without
Yeah.
breaking them
You
out.
better- you still going to
on.
pay.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I still go
Hey,
through.
Hey,
I'm
look.
really, I'm going bald because I'm gonna bring bald out.
But think about it.
I mean,
You
but
got it. That's an option for you, JK. I mean,
Think
if you
about
really
it.
think about it, JP, you been going bald since like we was in college. So
You still gonna have. You still gonna.
Not
have
me.
to-
I ain't even going.
You still gonna have to
right up
shave.
here,
and
right up
You
in this
still
area,
gonna
right
do
up
that work unless you
think
gonna
about
do it yourself.
JP say he got kids.
Man, the Lord bless me that I don't need that much. The Lord bless me that I don't need facial hair. So all I gotta do is line this up. That ain't gonna cost me like $15, $20.
Bro, it's
I
gonna
ain't
be
even pay no
$30.
$50 for no haircut.
It's gonna be $30 for a line.
I don't play in them. Let me rephrase it.
Nah, it coming now.
A razor line was
I
35.
told my dad and I paid $30, $35 for a haircut. He said, "Oh no, he ain't." He said, "Haircut $10, $5."
So he cut his own hair.
You cut his own hair.
Yeah,
But if you think about it, when you were 10, 15, you go to the barbershop,
yeah, I remember.
$5 to $7.
Yeah, I remember when I was in high school and haircuts went up to $15 in Atlanta.
Yeah.
How much was
I remember when they went to 15.
Bro,
How much was Channing charging up?
How much was Channing?
I
10?
mean,
like 10,
I don't think it was 10. I think it was like 8.
7, like 7. Cause wasn't Peyton's place when they charged like 10, something like that.
Peyton was like 10 or 12.
Yeah.
Peyton.
I know.
TJ, I paid $20 for TJ at Peyton.
Dang.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
$20.
That ain't even the whole head. That's like a half. That's like a half a head, man.
That's what I'm paying for my boy.
And that's
Hey.
9. That's 9 and under. TJ is 9 now, so he'll get a grown man haircut.
He going to the grown
Hey.
man.
Hey, he's
But-
gonna get
but,
a job,
hey,
cuz.
Hey,
Number 9. I'm sorry.
No.
hey,
Hey.
you better
Hey.
tell that barber.
Hey, so
Just
listen.
touch up around here. I know ain't nothing else, but just make it look like you're doing something. I'm paying for
See,
I'm
that
telling
about
you, man.
to break the 10. You know, we're going to braid it up. We couldn't no more.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's what all the
Alright.
kids like anyway. Them little high
So let me
fades
ask you
and
this
all that
question.
stuff.
it. That cost money too.
So why
More.
are barbershop inflation rates going up?
Everything else go up, bro.
Everything
Yeah.
else going up.
They rent.
It's-
They really going. Somebody got bad help. If he answered that stupid question, click.
Exactly.
Get him off here.
Hey, but since Terry's on, I definitely shout Terry's out, man. The best cut I'd have had in my life to this day. Whoever the chick was that cut us up before my wedding, that was the best cut I've ever had, man.
Sure,
Cameron Thompson.
I thought
It was 45 minutes though.
Yeah. Hey, look, that was the best. That you talking about that full experience ride? Like,
Yeah.
gee, that was the best. I ain't never, cause I always had dudes cut my hair. I ain't never had nobody that's like kind of like, you know, gently massage my head and, you know, rub the oil on that and all that stuff, man. I was like, do I need to get a female barber? Like,
And really put her energy into it. She
yeah,
cared about her craft.
bro. Like she was meticulous with it. She was gentle. I was used to, you know, dudes with heavy hands and stuff, smacking the stuff on your head. Pull your head, cuz. Come on, man. Let me get you. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm just
I got
Hey,
cut.
look your head.
hey, look, that was an enjoyable cut. I wasn't bleeding or nothing when she got done, man. I was like, doggone. I appreciate that, Terrence.
See, that's like when you got your first haircut in Hattiesburg. You were like, I ain't never had no haircut like this.
Bro, them cuts in Atlanta, bro, they was cutting that top
Niggas, I ain't never had no haircut like this. He lined
Bruh.
it up real nice.
bro.
Cut it low. You can see my wing.
Listen to what I say.
You listen.
Hey, look. And
There
look,
was
when I was
shot.
when I was in Atlanta, man, the
So they
fact that
do
you was
it,
getting a
y'all.
haircut in Atlanta, that was the highlight.
That was it. That was it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got your haircut in Atlanta. I get up.
Don't matter about the cut.
That's gonna be $15. That was 20 years ago, cuz. Like, bruh.
Haircut
I
is
got a
like-
haircut for $7 in Hattiesburg. I think I was sitting in an old school chair in the dorm room. Best cut I had, man. Like,
I was at the barbershop 2.5 hours waiting on that $7.
yeah, like I say,
Tanner was on point up front at the beginning.
You had to catch him.
Oh,
Then he got
yeah,
hot. His mama
man.
had to run out.
Man, man, you go down to Shannon in room, pack.
They,
Oh
they,
yeah,
they be sitting outside on the floor. I'm like,
Yeah,
telling you,
like,
man.
Like, when you gonna get me in?
Walking down the our room, asking us if we have some snacks.
All day with me, cause we
Go down there, they got everything.
we should put up prices for a freshman year. Everybody,
Oh
Bro.
yeah, yeah. Y'all should have been slanging some stacks, man. Y'all
y'all would have won.
They was slanging some other stuff in that room, right across.
Ah,
It was. It was. For those who don't know, we was in school.
going down the dormitory.
Hey, what?
I say it like this.
What year was that? The folks was renting out their room to somebody else.
That was
Was that in Bond that them folks our freshman year? That them folks was renting their dorm room out to a little family or something like that.
I don't remember.
The story, but I don't remember if it was in Bond or not.
Man,
I remember the story.
it was plenty of ways to make money. I say that.
I just know the police came in and we think like, oh, maybe they doing, heater check or something, man. They came in, knocked that door down.
Yeah, man.
Look for heater, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that was the interesting floor. We had the two guys who got to fight, got drunk, and beat each other up.
Yeah.
That fellow was all right, though. What was the guy name? All right.
Colin. He the guy.
Collins, get out of here. Get out of here right now. He beat me up.
I hate to put his business out there, but it's out there now. He done got us some trouble.
Yeah, I took out the mugshot.
You sure did.
Dang, man. So did y'all reminisce when you took it, or you just took it and kept it pushing?
No, I didn't take the mugshot myself. I screenshot it to the group.
Terry, like, Colin, you? Terry left. Man, you remember that time? Hold up. Yeah, man. Yeah, okay. Let me get your finger real quick.
You'll never guess what I see today.
That's always a bad feeling when you got to arrest somebody and they want to hold a conversation.
like I really ain't trying to talk right now.
Bro, I mean he got messed up with some bad stuff. So
real bad stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I can think for those who watching, when you get over a certain age, you shouldn't mess with people in middle school.
It's not gonna pan out too well for you.
They frown upon that, especially
if
you're in education or you're in ministry. They really frown.
Yeah, I think if you're alive, it's pretty much frowned upon. So you out here breathing and blinking, it's frowned upon as an adult.
Hey man, they said Elvis and them did it back in the day. Why we can't do it now?
Hey, when? Back in the day.
Keyword back in the day.
They accused Tiffany Haddish and what's his name?
Shoot, did y'all see the skit?
I ain't seen the skit though.
I ain't seen the skit. I heard it. It's
the
wild.
Skit is terrible. I don't even know. I don't
it's
know.
A bad joke.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it aired somewhere or it was just something they did and it's just not coming out.
Yeah,
but
it's definitely
it's bad, bro. Like who you sign off to do this?
Yeah, it was a flop when it happened. That's why nobody heard about it till now.
Yeah.
I think that like with the Aries Spears stuff, he been kind of catch some heat.
Yeah, they've been breaking. Yeah, they've been.
So
they pulling all his past up.
Yeah, man. But a lot of times, man, like even like you think about anytime there's like a story that breaks about somebody, like whenever somebody kind of get a little fame, a little spotlight, then you hear stories like that come out the woodwork. Mm-hmm. A lot of times it's like investigative reporters or paparazzi people that go to people in their past and be like, hey, I heard this person did this or did that to you. And the people be like, I didn't even want no attention. I just had this person that reached out and asked me if this happened. Like, I told them what happened. And next thing I know, it's all over social media, all over the news and stuff. So people that, just kind of like, that's what they do. Like they just
man, you can't tell nobody or keep to yourself.
Yeah, because I think the case with Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears. I think the lady has dropped the case or something like that. Yeah, they dropped. Yeah.
It's out there now, though.
Huh?
I was saying it's out there now, though.
Oh, it's out there. Oh yeah, Aries Spears. He
pretty much knows.
he put that interview out about Lizzo.
Yeah,
it's over.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know who paying to see Aries Spears, man.
Nobody now.
Not now.
When?
Now I get that.
When was his time?
When he was on Mad TV. He was
I'm talking about outside of Mad TV. He make it seem like I've been 32 years.
So
he for 32 years.
Like he wouldn't know.
He know just break out big time.
Break out like no Steve Harvey or Kevin Hart or nothing like that. But you look at the comedy screen, the comedy clubs and stuff. He was on a lot of them, man.
Yeah, he did that, and then he did a lot of little specials, but he never had no. He ain't had no big fame, like that. No.
But you do notice that none of this stuff came out until he started talking about Lizzo.
Yeah.
He started talking about Lizzo, then all this stuff started coming out.
So let me ask you this, Jonathan. Before he talked about Lizzo, when the last time you cared about anything Aries Spears said?
When he was on Mad TV, he was funny on there.
Exactly, decades ago. Until he mentioned Lizzo, that's the only thing that made him relevant.
That's the only thing. When he mentioned Lizzo, then all of a sudden this video comes out and all this different stuff.
I remember he was relevant a couple of years ago. He did an interview with some guy and he made the guy mad and the guy punched him in the face. They was like, it was like a radio show. Yeah, you got to. It ain't something that you just gonna see. It like popped up on my YouTube feed. Like Aries Spears get punched in the face. So I watched it.
Are you allowed to have an opinion anymore? Because that was his opinion of Lizzo. That was his opinion. He didn't like the things that she did or how she dressed, or he thought she might lose weight or whatever the case may be.
Well, yeah,
then he be.
But the thing is, opinion is fine, but it's also how you express your opinion.
Yeah,
he said the lady looked like the lady looked like a pile of. Yeah, I ain't gonna say it. But, I mean, come on now.
Exactly.
You can be a little bit more tactful in the way you want to present your opinion, especially if you are somewhat celebrity status and you know the kind of backlash you're gonna get. Come on now.
Yeah, he thought that he was above,
he
called out on it because he backed he stood on that.
Oh yeah,
like they ain't trying to make it seem like people can't take a joke. It wasn't a joke. You literally just said she looked like a pile of crap.
Yeah,
and you reiterated it on several platforms, like, and you look like you literally.
And as far as I know, he still hadn't,
No,
he didn't deflect it, and then other people talking about her, other comedians that's kind of coming for his neck at this point.
Oh yeah, now he did have a point about that because who has spoke on? What's the other comedian? I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I can't think of it, but basically he said it
because he came out and said something, but then he pulled up old clips of how he spoke on Lizzo. Like, how you gonna come for me when you did the same thing?
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. But that's
a thin line though in insulting somebody and having an opinion.
Oh yeah, more different.
Yeah, exactly.
It's several other ways he could have expressed it without saying it that way.
Yeah. I mean, he want to be the tough comic or whatever. You think he the hood comic?
But so he got a lot of flack for that. Now somebody like Corey Holcomb.
That's who it was. Corey Holcomb.
Yeah. That's who.
Yeah, Corey Holcomb. That's who Corey Holcomb came out and spoke about Aries Spears. But Corey Holcomb said the same stuff.
So the thing is,
no punches about nothing now.
Yeah, exactly. So the people that support Corey Holcomb support the fact that he gonna say that he wild. Yeah. He gonna say some off the wall, outlandish stuff. So he didn't build his audience on, kind of coming across differently than that. So he managed to find people that support him being full Corey Holcomb. So if he go full Corey Holcomb, he's fine. But with Ari Spears, with the doing the impressions and all of that stuff, I guess him talking crap about Lizzo, his career couldn't withstand that. So, but it's an audience for everybody on the internet.
Oh yeah.
His artists.
Yep. But he'll be fine though.
I get.
Before we we'll do two things. One, give everybody a quick update on the fantasy football league. Yeah,
That's the chicken. What that chicken is? Y'all hear chicken?
No, that was a duck.
Yeah,
That's over there by the lake. Willie got a little lake house. That's the duck by the pond. Look off over amongst the pond.
Yeah, let the ducks fly south for the one.
So right now we have 4 undefeated teams. We got the Gopper Goro, CB KKB. I don't know what all that is. Got Team Taylor. He 2-0.
Whoop.
Egypt, that's JP team. He 2-0. And Hell's Kitchen. That's my line brother Bobby. He 2-0. And we got Willie, who 1-1.
Oh, I'm about to whoop your line. I'm about to whoop him this week.
The Who That Nation, that's the guy named I forget his name, but he 1-1. Team Ivy 1-1.
What?
Bill Kelly 1-1. That's all, folks. Is a good old 0-2 reality check. 0-2 Bird game 0-2, and I'm lining out here last at 0-2 as well. So,
You 0-2 right?
yeah, man, I lost John. I don't know.
Hey, last week was rough, man. Last week was so rough.
Hey man, your boy hurt saved me on Monday night, so
Look,
he brought it on home for me.
it wasn't no points to be had for no Colts at all last
I don't
week.
know why you drafted
My
him. I know you're a fan and all.
I got about 5 bills clear, and they've been acting a fool. And
Look.
Yeah. I hope when I play Terrence, I catch him on that bye week.
Bruh.
I'm getting beat up and down the other field.
Bruh, ain't no way you told me that the Colts would have had 0 points last week. Cause
You ain't see him play the week before, did you? They tied.
I did see him play the week before. It was promising, and we came back at the end.
Well, they tied, but it was a lot more offense.
Yeah,
We got a lot more points.
you couldn't have told me
Pittman
that
showed
it was
out.
going to be. Yeah, Pittman went
He had
crazy.
He went crazy. So.
You couldn't have told me that the Colts going to score 0 points.
It was the Texans.
But hey,
what I'm saying.
But I'm saying, man, like 0.
I feel
Hey,
you.
man.
I mean, a goose egg is hard to do.
Like,
Field goal, no safety.
Bruh, you couldn't fight. Bruh, that means we couldn't get within 60 yards of the end zone, bro. You can boot it from 60 almost. A try.
hey man, it was a rough day.
Bruh,
So give a quick recap on all our actual teams. The Colts are 0-1-1.
yeah, man. It's got to be.
Like where did 3-1 come from?
0-1-1.
What an extra one on there?
Bruh. What?
So possibly next week you can be 1-1-1.
1-1.
Yeah. Hopefully. I don't know who gonna have to lay down for us to get a W next week, but
The Patriots, the Vikings, and the Saints are both 1-1. And the Bills are running away with everything, scoring 100,000 points a game. The Bills playing bad. I don't know.
They out there cheating, man.
They mad. They got the
Hey,
cheat
man.
code in. They mad.
hey, look, they
Shoot,
playing.
You know what? They
That's Allen, man.
first round of playoffs.
Exactly. Out of here.
But no,
That
man,
boy.
they look real good, man. They look real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all look
I
out.
tell you, Josh Allen, that boy, he's something different. I tell you, he one quarterback. He did a big turnaround from his rookie season to his next season. They said they fixed some of his mechanics and how he threw and this and that.
They got one.
They did some magic.
So are you saying possible drug enhancement? That what you said?
Oh, he on them roads.
Okay.
He on a mixture like some Roy's, Mountain Dew, little
The
Red
Red Bull.
Bull in there.
Used to eat the honey buns, the Mountain Dew.
All that. That man be geeked up on game. He don't know what's going on. Blood pressure through the roof. Can't feel nothing. Yeah, he just gotta win. He just gotta win, man. Game over. They go put an IV in his arm, get him right, get him ready for next week.
Bring him back to reality, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Any final thoughts before we go? We're here about an hour 15. The final thoughts before we go.
Y'all take care of your health, man.
Yeah.
Take you some vitamin C or something.
Yeah, man.
Weather about to change. COVID's still out here, man. Y'all take care of yourself.
Good message, man, right there. We can leave it at that, man. Take care of yourself. Be safe out there, like always. You ain't got to go home. You got to get up out of here. Peace.
Full circle music.
I got my own room.